How we doing, team? Welcome back to the garage. So today we're gonna do a full video on Furiosa. Pretty much what we're gonna do is gonna take her off our drive, and then I'm gonna show you guys pretty much the complete build that what we did to her, engine wise, performance wise, and then of course ECU, so you guys can see more or less. I know some of you guys been asking me some questions about the build, so what I'm gonna do now is just do a small walk around. So I'm show you guys pretty much what we did to her, and then nothing. Go for a small drive, and then just keep on going to further details on the build itself. So. Alright guys, so nothing. Main reason and purpose for this build was to do a complete, daily use truck. Of course, we can fill all the features that you want. 6-cylinder, but nothing crazy. Main focus was, of course, be a daily use truck. guys, so here we are. We got a 1996 Toyota Tacoma that I ended up naming her Furiosa. It's kind of a long story, so nothing. It's a 1996, of course, base model, nothing crazy. Well, the first thing that we did when we purchased her, of course, we bought her with a 2RZ. It had a blown engine. It was knocking pretty bad. So what we did was, once we got here, the first thing that we did, we lowered it. We did a 3-inch drop on the back, and then of course we modified the coil spring on the front, so you see how nice and low she sits all the way around. The tire size, those are 18 inches. You got 235 40s on the front, 18, I think it's like 245 45 on the rear. No, 245 40 on the rear 18s. So that's pretty much how she looks. When we bought her, she was already, she had a couple of modifications. You can see that pretty much there was no door handles. Everything was shaved off, including the gas tank port. Everything's all in here in the bed. Whoever had her prior to us did this on the back. Looks like it has Supra tail lights on the back. They did a good job. And then of course we got the Furiosa logo right there. I'll tell you a story about that later on. So you can see how big the tires look underneath. So that's one of the main reasons too, that when she grabs pretty hard. We worked on the exhaust. This right here, we have a 3-inch downpipe from the front. Then we went to 4 inches right here, and then we have the main muffler 5-inch, and we ended up with a 5-inch exhaust. So side. So you can see here that it's a lot of fire, of course, we've seen throughout time. So that's controlled. And of course, sometimes you may be able to see the muffler right there. Yeah, you can see right there that it's hanging a little bit low. It's because it's just too big. So now show you guys in the engine bay. I did put some vented rotors on the front, but they're still too small. I gotta work on that. Maybe you gotta do a upgrade on the rotors itself, because once again, that engine, and there's a lot of power behind this stuff, so it's too heavy. Engine wise, guys, we have a 2001 Lexus IS 300, pretty much a 2JZ engine. We put this baby in here, thanks to the guys of CX Racing. They already have a engine and transmission mounts for the 2JZ, so pretty much is a bolt-on setup. On the back here, you can see that that's a little bit of space. It's rubbing on the back, but it's not that much. Header wise, pretty much the same thing. Header and downpipe IS 300 out of a 2JZ, fit perfectly. On the downpipe, you can see that it has a flex tube, and then of course, maybe you can see on the bottom that it has a well, the 4-inch connector. We got a 50mm blow-off valve, and then a 50mm wastegate. Intake, my boy Chris from Exotic Welding, we had issues with the intake. I got in touch with one of the guys. He told me that I had to get rid of the booster and then the power steering in order to make the intake work. I said that's not gonna happen, so I got in touch with my boy Chris at Exotic Welding. Some of you guys follow me on Instagram and notice that every time I put a post, I copy him on the link. It's just, once again, he went in there. I mean, he made like 6 or 7 trips down here, measurements, cutting here and there, so we managed to build that intake. So the runners IS 300, the plenum, custom built just for the truck. You can see we have the power steering pump is there, the reservoir is over here, booster in place, and it's like less than a 1/4 of an inch that it's just hanging there plain. Fuel delivery wise, we have a 425 Walbro fuel pump right now in it. We're still running the stock fuel line. We got 6 AN up here, and then of course we have 880 or 850 cc's injectors, which is more than enough. We did the coil and plug setup out of a LQ9. So to start with the engine from the bottom, we have max speeding rods, we have diamond power pistons, we have Brian Crower springs and retainers, We have Brian Cowers 272 cams, and then of course, you know, Gate racing timing belt. Pretty much the engine is, it's built completely built for, you know, 700-800 horsepower. The clutch system that we have, it's just ACT clutch. I think it's maxing out at 440, 380 foot-pounds of torque. So right now, when we push it hard, it just starts slipping. So we know that we are actually, we're pushing way harder than that with only 10 pounds. The main goal is to bring her up at least to 15 pounds. I still don't know if I should do a E85 conversion on it. I know that I gotta change fuel injectors, and then I gotta do the fuel pump. I got a fuel pump coming this way too. I got a 525 that I'm gonna use if I go with E85. Right now, with what she's pushing, I'm more than happy, honestly. I believe that you know, 500 horsepower, 550 on a truck like this, it's more than what we need. You know, she's light. I think she's weighed like 2,600 pounds. So what more could we want? Now, like I did mention earlier, I want to keep looking for power. You know, keep pushing for more boost. Just in case, what we're gonna do, the clutch is not helping us. So what we did was we acquired this kit, which is a clutch flywheel setup, has a bolt and everything, for my boys Furiosa Performance. They gave us a good deal, a good price. So we're gonna hook this up. This is rated for at least I think it's like 550 to 600 horsepower range, with like 525 foot-pounds of torque. So this is more than what we need for the build. Single clutch, nothing crazy. And then of course we have you know, the Brian Crowder cam facer, and then the fuel filter if we go to the E85, and then we do the 6 AN fuel. So all of the stuff that we have on the truck, the build, the ECU that we're running, something simple, something basic. We don't want nothing crazy. We got what we have, and we're using is a MS3X, which is a Mega Squirt, DIY auto tune. This is the ECU that I'm working, that I have on Lucy, now I have on Furiosa. Let me show you guys real quick. So it's just a basic ECU. Let me see if we have it. So there. We did the wiring, and then we have a weight band controllers down here. That is also, everything's all communicate with the ECU. So all the wiring that we did, everything is always done here for the truck. So it wasn't that bad. It was just a little bit, you know, just finding signals and back and forth. But we got the truck running. Once again, running great. We don't want, it's like I've always been saying, we don't want nothing crazy. We want something consistent to keep on running daily, and then of course with the power going to be there. So nothing, guys, you know, thanks again. Thanks for being here. I did, some of you guys mentioned that you want to see a video of the truck, Furiosa. So let me know what you guys think. What else you guys want to know about the build? You know, engine wise, performance wise, tune wise. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Hit me up, Instagram. That's pretty much where I'm at all the time, putting posts, replying videos, and then of course my Facebook page. I did open my TikTok account. Thank you guys as well. That thing is taking off. I put a couple of videos there for you guys to enjoy with the truck. With Lucy, I got the IS too. So, you know, nothing big, just for keep you guys entertained and informed. So, you know, thank you guys. Thanks for being here. Subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up. Hit the bell. You know, all the bells and giggles for me to keep on growing. Nothing. You know, I'm here for you guys, just to keep you guys entertained. So, see you next time. Bye.